Rutam pibanto sukrutasya loke guham pravishto parame parardhe chaya tapo brahma vido vadanti panchagnayo yecha trinachiketaha. So here Yama is making a statement. Oh my dear Nachiketa, this is not my statement. Whose? Brahma vido vadanti. The people who have experienced the Brahman, who have experienced I am that Brahman, or in the Kenopanishad language, claim that I am that Brahman. So Kenopanishad says it is your birthright, claim that you are the self. Claim that means what? Try to understand or try to remove the knowledge. So here, such a person who has claimed and who has made himself, made as its part, his part, Brahmavidaha vadanti. He is speaking. What is he speaking? Rutam pibanto sukrutasya loke. Rutam pibanto sukrutasya loke. In this world or in the body, there are two people. Rutam pibanto, and they are drinking, it seems. Guham pravishto parame pararde. All right, two people are drinking. What they are drinking? If you say in Ireland, what are they drinking? Then they say, oh, they are drinking Guinness, they say. So in the Ireland, if you say people, they start speaking of Guinness. So anything you can say, you can take juice or maybe water or a chilled water, whatever. So two people are drinking. Where are they drinking? In the pub or in the club or in the house or in the street? If you say, no. Guham pravishto, inside the cave. Inside the cave. The cave is not anywhere else, not in the Himalayas or any Alps mountain. It is inside me. It is in every human being. It is in every being, not only human being. It is in every being. And parame pararde. And one person, the one person is very superior in that. Then how are they, both of them? Chaya tapo. They are nothing but light and shade. If I stand in front of a light, there will be shade of me, isn't it? So like that, chaya tapo, light and shade, like that you see. So like that, one is light, the one is shade. So one is person, the other is just his image. Chaya tapo, Brahma vido vadanti. And this has been told by, not by me, my dear, Brahma Vidas, the people who knows Brahman, experience Brahman. Then if you want to get it, then Panchagnayo yecha trinachiketa. Panchagni means in the Vedic tradition in the olden days, every householder, he was supposed to maintain 5 types of fire. And one who is to worship, maintain and worship 5 types of fire, every grostha. So that is the reason when a person dies, why they light the fire in front of the house? Because the Yajamana has died, the fire which he was worshipped, the same fire they put it out. That means the Yajamana is no more, and when he's been taken to the cremation ground, the same fire in a mud pot they used to take. Using that fire, they used to lit the body. The whole life he worshipped it, and with the same fire. So into that same fire, the person has been, sacrificed or offered. So Panchagni, every householder was supposed to have it. From this angle, sannyasi has been told he has done Agni Visarjana. He has renounced fire. That's the reason many traditional people ask, Swami, you have renounced fire, how can you cook? Because we have renounced fire means I am not supposed to touch the fire. So here renouncing fire means what? I have renounced this Panchagni means what? I cannot be an householder. Or I cannot perform any kamya karmas. All my actions should be done to please God, not to please anyone. Anyhow, Trinachiketa already, that the Nachiketa Agni you have said. So that is what here, Trinachiketa. So if you remember, there were the explanation of the 2 birds in the Mundaka Upanishad also. The similar idea also has been told. Who is light and who is shadow? If you say parame pararde, the light is what here, the Brahman, and the shade is nothing but the Jivatman or the individual self. So they appear they are 2 different people, but they are not. There is only one. Light and shadow, are there 2 things? No, only one thing. So now it is very clearly, now why am I suffering or why am I experiencing bondage has been explained here beautifully. When the original consciousness, earlier I had told probably, when the original consciousness, it has been reflected on the reflecting medium called mind, there is an experience, there is a reflection, we all know that. That reflection or reflected consciousness is called the Jivatma. And Jivatma is suffering. Now, mind itself is inert. The consciousness is falling, the awareness or the light is falling on that. That's where the inert mind becomes sentient. And it absorbs the nature of the objects and other things, and it feels that I am suffering. The mind is thinking that I am suffering, and the jiva, the real person, the Brahman, Atman is also thinking that I am suffering. No, just like if my image has been damaged, if my image has been spoiled, that doesn't mean that I am spoiled. No, not at all. So if there's a problem in the reflecting medium, and if there's a problem in the reflected consciousness, then why should I assume that I have got a problem? So to make this understand, they are telling this. Why? Because the mind is a subtle matter. Which is subtle matter? Inert and subtle, no doubt. So it is capable of reflect the consciousness. And if something happens to the reflecting medium and reflected consciousness, I am thinking that the problem is to me. Why? The mirror, it is parichinna, it is finite in nature. But I am aparichinna, I am infinite in nature, which are just opposites, but still we have mixed ourselves. Like a fire and cold, heat and cold, can they coexist? It can never be. But still, here ignorance and knowledge both are going together, unfortunately. And so many minds are there. That's where we say so many jivas are there. Why? Because so many minds are there. Why? So many reflecting mediums are there. But in reality, there is only one non-dual, Advaita. There are not two, that's all we say. We don't say it is one only, we only say not two. Not two also includes not 3, not 4, not 5, not 10. And it means what? It is one only. Then why we are experiencing so many people? It is only reflecting mediums and reflected consciousness. The original consciousness, it is only one. And we all thinking that people are walking, I am sitting, I am talking. No, all is done with your mind and body. You are aware of all these actions. So, Jiva and Paramatma are analogous to shade and light. So, atapaha means what? Your sun actually, which are diagonally opposite. And very interesting point, what I was thinking when I was reading this. So, I am neither karta nor bhokta. I am neither the doer nor the experiencer. Then who is doer? My mind and body and sense organs. Then who is experiencer? Again, mind and body and sense organs are the most embodied self. Embodied self is the doer and embodied self is the experiencer. I, the self, is neither experiencer nor the doer. This is one thing which most of us know. The moment if there is no notion of agentship, no accumulation of papa and punya. This we can very clearly see in the animals. Animals also experience pain and pleasure. Animals experience hunger. Animals experience cold and heat. Animals experience the danger. Animals experience security and all. They only can experience these things and they can only exhaust the karma, but they cannot accumulate the karma. When the lion is killing the deer, it is been natural instinct. It is a biological clock. It kills and it eats. Neither it enjoys nor it suffers. It only fills his belly. That's all. It is like a tailor-made program. Just like the clock will be running as how you have set the machine it will be running. It doesn't feel that monotonous. It doesn't feel happy. It doesn't feel unhappy. It doesn't feel neutral. Nothing. There is no consciousness at all. But here in the animals, according to the Vedanta, there is consciousness and there is reflecting medium. All the 17 or 19 components of the Sukshma Sharira also exist, but the sense of doership is not been possible because the physical body doesn't support there. So only Bhoktrutva is there, Kartrutva Bodha is not there. Since there is no Kartrutva Bodha, so there is no accumulation of Punya and Papa, there is only exhaustion. So when I become a Gnani in the sense, again, limitation of the language, when I become a Brahma Gnani, if I do any activity, nothing will taint me. Because there is no Kartrutva Bodha at all. So the root cause is what? The agentship of I. When Swami Purushottamji, the great monk of Ramakrishna order, used to say, Nanu, idu nanna mantra, igan arite, idu nanna manada kutantra, he says. Earlier I was thinking, I, so nice, so beautiful and all. But now I understood this is the crookedness of my mind. So this I, it is this I, the problematic I is what? Pertaining to the body and mind. So that has to shift from the I, the self has been mixed with the I with the body and mind. The moment the doership comes, the agentship comes, then the experience-ship also comes, then the accumulation of punya and papa comes, and for its exhaustion, again you have to take a birth. Again, you have to take birth means your mind has to, your sukshma sharira has to take birth, not yourself or not myself. So that all these ideas has been encrypted in this first mantra actually. And who is the shade? Jivatma. And who is the light? It is the Paramatma or the Brahman. And without me, my shade cannot exist. So similarly, without the light, no shade can happen. Shade doesn't have any independent existence. Shade is nothing but absence of light at all. Absence of light at all. In the Nyaya Sutra, so one of the school of Indian philosophy, there is a huge discussion. Abhava. Abhava is an independent entity for them. So the Vedantin says, no, Abhava cannot have an independent existence. It is only the absence of something, that's all. But they say, no, Abhava is an independent existence, and they discuss and they give their own logic. So quite interesting, all these things. Yeah. So here, the shade, when you say, the darkness, you say, darkness doesn't have its own existence. It is only the absence of light. In the physical level, I'm saying. So when you say so-called Jivatma, it is nothing but it is the reflection of the Atman or Brahman or Paramatman. So the moment I understand, then what happens? The shade dissolves. Sri Ramakrishna puts in a beautiful way. When a salt doll goes to the ocean to find out the depth, when the salt doll, when it goes, what happens? The salt doll gets dissolved. Then Sri Ramakrishna tells, now who is there to come and tell us how deep the ocean is? No one else is there. So when the Jivatma or the embodied self, the notion of individuality gets disappeared, then there is nothing of experience, there is nothing of individuality or so-called. Everything is for nothing but reflected consciousness. And with the help of this reflected consciousness, mind is thinking, I am the doer and I am the experiencer. But neither of. And it is appearing that I am suffering. I means again, here I is pertaining to the not body and mind. It is what? The self. All right, enough of Vedantic drilling. Let me go to the next sloka.